Hello, everyone. This is the Chapter 10 from your SPSS book. Chapter 10, explanation of how to do what's in Chapter 10 using JASP. So as we've done before, got to open up a file. So since we're talking about Chapter 10, let's open up some Chapter 10 data. All right, so we got all this data here. And so if you're following along in your IBM SPSS book, you go to the point and click method. It says to click on the Analyze button, and then Compare Means, and then One-Way ANOVA, and you look at JSP, and none of those things are here. But since the title of Chapter 10 is ANOVA, why don't we check and see what's going on with ANOVA here. And so we've got an ANOVA option here, so we want to click on ANOVA option. And so this is where we should sort of be going to complete the assignment. So just similar to SPSS, but whatever, you've got the dependent variable is the delta sleep, like how much time these children spend in delta sleep. So we've got the delta sleep needs to be for the dependent variable. And now you need a fixed factor. And so if you look over here in this bottom right of this fixed factor white box, again, you see these two different symbols here for the type of data that it will allow. Whereas you look over here, you've got attention style, or I think this is what is this really called? Attachment style. You got the attachment style, and it's got a ruler here, and so it's not gonna go in there. So if you click on it, it won't let you click into the fixed factors kind of thing. So again, like with what we had to do before, is that we need to change the style of data this attachment style is, and it really is more nominal data. And so now you see how it clicks to these little circles, and that little circles down here in the fixed factor allows us to do it. So now we can actually put it in that fixed factors. And as soon as we do that, now we get an ANOVA table that looks very similar to the one in your textbook. And so, but that's not all the output we need. So again, always good idea just to click on descriptive statistics whenever you're doing anything. So now we've got the descriptive statistics that's similar to what's in your book. We got the mean of the three different attachment styles, the 22, the 15, and the 17. And you've got 10 people in each. Again, you want to check all these numbers to make sure that's consistent with your IBM SPSS book. Effect size are always good to know. So it'd be awesome for you to see effect sizes as well. But again, if you remember from Chapter 10, we're talking about a one-way ANOVA. This effect size is the effect size index for the entire F-test. And I've already told you before that that's kind of pointless. But you should always just click on estimates of effect size whenever you can. But again, if you look and see, you got the style. If you're looking at how to interpret this one-way ANOVA, you got this one-way ANOVA, you got your F of 41. Is that significant? Is it less than 0.5? Well, the P right here is telling me it's less than 0.01. So yes, it is less than 0.5. So what does that mean? That means we have significant differences somewhere. So what does that mean? We got to find out where those differences are. I've got three different averages here. And so again, you've got that 1 versus 2, that 1 versus 3, and that 2 versus 3. I need to find out where those pairwise comparisons lie. And they really do lie in this post hoc tests. So you definitely want to do, if you look down here, you've got the correction, you got a Tukey correction. We want to do Tukey tests. So it's already checked. It's the default. And so you put this attachment style all the way over here, and now you end up getting your Tukey tests here. So now you can tell where these p-values are. If they're less than 0.05, less than 0.05, then you found a significant difference between those two groups versus not. And also, confidence intervals are always something you should be looking at. So now you've got the confidence interval that's very similar to what's in your IBM SPSS book, to find out what that really means. And so this is really all you really should be interpreting from this particular chapter. So you've got your overall F table, the overall F test, this is here on top. You've got your descriptives to be able to tell where the differences lie, because down here in these post hocs, you have a mean difference between these two groups, but you don't know what these averages are. So you're going to need those average numbers when it comes time to describe the differences in these groups. So if you see this, number one, the average is 22.6, number two is 15. if you come down here in this post hoc, 1 versus 2, the difference is 6.7. That's what that is. That's exactly that 6.7. Now I know I'm 95% confident where the true difference between those two groups lie. Don't worry about the standard error. I mean, a T is a T. What you really care about is it less than 0.5, and that's where you, excuse me, that's where you found the significant differences there between those post hocs. So this is all you really need in order to interpret from Chapter 10 for JASP. So good luck.